donuts just to see how they go. I'm excited. Let's jump into the recipe. All right, so first I'm gonna add 2 1/4 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Then I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of warm water and 1/4 cup of warm milk. I mix mine together just to make it easier for me. We'll just dump it right in. Okay, then you're gonna take 1 tablespoon of sugar and you're gonna just add it in. Then we're just gonna mix it just a little bit, and then we're gonna set our timer for 5 minutes and just let it sit. All right, so I'm gonna take my mixture that's been sitting there for about 5 minutes and just dump it into my stand mixer. Now, if you don't have a stand mixer, that's okay. You can use a bowl and a whisk or a spoon if you want. Then I'm gonna take 1/4 cup of butter and we're just going to melt this in the microwave. And then just go ahead and pour that in. I'm gonna use the bowl that I've used before, so I need an egg yolk. So I'm gonna get rid of all the white and just keep the yolk. All right, then we'll dump this in. And then just add a normal egg. Then we have a teaspoon of vanilla. You guys know me, I'm just gonna eyeball that. Then 1/3 cup of sugar, and then 2 1/2 cups of flour. And then about 1/2 teaspoon or so of salt. Okay, so we're just gonna put this lid on. There we go. This little one too, okay. And we're just gonna go on low until all the flour is incorporated. So we're just going to a 1 right now, oh my gosh. Okay, once the flour is pretty much all incorporated, we're gonna go ahead and mix this on a little bit higher level for about 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take this off. Now we're just gonna test it. If it's too sticky, we're gonna add a little bit more flour. It's a little sticky, so we're gonna add, I don't know, 1 tablespoon at a time just to see how it goes and see if we can get it not so sticky. Here's our first tablespoon. I actually might add 1 more too, just because it's pretty sticky. Okay, then we'll just turn it on and mix it around a bit. Okay, so it's still supposed to be a little bit sticky. I feel like this is a good enough texture for us. So we'll just take it off this, and then we're gonna put it into a bowl and cover it. I got all my dough. I'm just gonna carefully get it off my fingers. Now this bowl is sprayed with cooking spray so it won't stick. We're just gonna kind of even it out a little bit, and then we're gonna cover it with a towel and let it sit here for about an hour. So I'm just gonna flour a surface and then just pour on my dough. And it doubled, so it's working, it's working. Okay, so you're just gonna roll it out till it's about 1/2 inch thick. Now it's time to make the donuts. Now I don't have a special donut press, but I have a cup and it will work, so we're just gonna improvise. Putting my cup through. Yes, it worked. Okay, then I have this little dude that will just put a hole through the center, which will make our donut perfect. Woohoo! So now you can either grease your pan or put down some parchment paper. I did parchment paper. We'll just put down my donut. So now we're just going to cover them lightly and then let them rise for about 20 more minutes. Okay, they should be done here. Ready to air fry. I'm excited. You're gonna preheat the air fryer to 345. And when you're ready, let's put in our donuts. All right, so I'm gonna spray the bottom with my olive oil and then put down the donuts. Now you just wanna make sure they're not touching each other. They might be a little deformed, but you know what? It's the taste that counts. That's what we're looking for. All right, I have 4 in. We're gonna cook them for just 4 minutes. They're all done. Let's, woohoo! Look at that. Those turned out good. Okay, we're gonna let them cool, and then it's time for the frosting. Okay, so the secret is you wanna do it while they're hot. So these are actually really toasty still, and we're going to dip them into our thing. Now, if you have a cooling rack, that would be a perfect time to pull it out and use it. You guys, I don't have one, so I'm just gonna do it on some wax paper. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Whoop. It will still work just fine.